Well, there's finally been a bill put up from a couple senators in the U.S., Loomis and Gillibrand. Loomis is, of course, being from Wyoming, the one state in the U.S. that's really trying very hard to be crypto friendly. So this bill that's been released is trying to give some sort of clarity to regulation of how cryptos could be regulated in the United States. I can't believe the year is 2022 and we still haven't seen any kind of clear regulation coming out of the US in regards to crypto. They're definitely trying not to cut themselves out of innovation, even though they definitely have for years now, and still not trying to show their cards of wanting to protect their own self-interest, that is being a global powerhouse, having the world reserve currency that is the US dollar that they're trying and spending a lot of tax dollars to protect. Okay, so let's get into this bill and what they're trying to help out is basically they're trying to identify which cryptocurrencies are securities and which ones could be regulated by the CFTC as commodities. This bill has basically said that coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum and other major altcoins that have large enough market cap compared to the whole cryptocurrency space could be classified as ancillary assets. Basically, they're not securities. And actually, they're saying that most cryptocurrencies, in fact, function much more like commodities than as securities. So again, I can't believe it. I'm still talking about this. In 2016, when I first launched this channel, I was talking about how even back then it was the SEC versus the CFTC deciding how they were going to regulate cryptocurrencies. It is 6 years later, and we still don't know exactly how they're going to be regulated. That is what Toby and I are talking about when we say how slow moving this Goliath of a government is compared to how nimble cryptocurrency is. Think of how much this cryptocurrency space has changed in those 6 years. We've had the ICO bubble. We have now algorithmic stablecoins. We have DeFi. We have NFTs. We have decentralized exchanges. We have cross-chain transactions. We have bridges that don't have anything to do with exchanges. This space is evolving so quickly and they are still stuck. They haven't made any decision. This bill is only being announced right now. And furthermore, the two senators that are, forming this bill and putting it up for a vote to hopefully be passed, they're pretty skeptical that it will pass, let alone it, if it does pass, maybe it's only if it gets torn apart or changed into something completely different. We don't know. But this is the state of affairs in the U.S. trying to regulate cryptocurrencies. And this is why we're always talking about that David and Goliath analogy for crypto versus big governments and all of the red tape and all the bureaucracy that they have to deal with. So if you guys are looking for some silver lining within this bill, they do try to facilitate crypto payments to not be, classified under capital gains tax. For example, if you're making payments that are $200 or below, it will not be taxed. It also clarifies the terms of a crypto broker. Again, that was introduced in the infrastructure bill last year to make sure to protect things like wallet providers and software developers from having to collecting and reporting DEXs on the people who use their services. Another good thing that this bill is trying to address is something that kind of came up more publicly about Coinbase and other cryptocurrency exchanges that had this new language in their terms of service, basically saying that if they go bankrupt, you are their last resort lender. They will use your crypto to bail themselves out. And this bill is saying that cannot happen, or that, if this bill is passed, then that will not be the case anymore. But it does say this: the bill also increases the compliance burden and cost for crypto exchanges while pushing up consumer transaction costs through fee offset schemes that would see the government take a slice of all transaction costs. So the government doing what it does best, seeing a money-making opportunity and trying to get their cut. Again, at the expense of you, the consumer. How is this regulation protecting you? I don't know. It's another example of, you know, putting a third-party middleman where they don't need to be, because you need regulation. Like, as if we are completely uneducated, we are completely unable to self-regulate and do that the right way, the free market way within this cryptocurrency. So anyway, that's my take on this new bill coming out. There's some good things, there's some bad things, but for me, it's sealed in a big bubble of skepticism, and a lot of more time waiting to see if it actually gets passed and what it looks like when that does happen. Anyway, this is Crypto Tips. My name is Heidi. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and check out the CT Club down below if you haven't done yet. It's a really cool place, and I think you might like it. Okay, bye.